What are you doing? What does it look like? I asked you to have the dishwasher stacked by the time I got home, and it still isn't stacked. So, I've been at work all day and you can't even do one simple chore that I'm asking you to do. Tell someone who cares, bruh. Well, you know what? How does 1 month of being grounded sound like? Yeah? Eh. Okay, 2. Whatever. Okay, 3. Sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about something that I feel isn't really spoken about much these days. And that is...
Drum roll, please.
Social media. In mid-November this year, former Facebook founding president Sean Parker unleashed quite a revelation at a tech event. He essentially said that he helped to create something that, looking back on, he's not sure if it was a good thing. And that's no surprise at all. Recently, more and more people have become disillusioned with social media. They're expressing their concerns about it, and some people are even deleting their accounts. It's not surprising to see there are countless books written on getting rid of your Facebook addiction, and more research conducted to the reasons as to why we use social media and how it is affecting us as a people and as a society. More than 1 billion people have an active Facebook account, more than 800 million people have an Instagram account, and more than 300 million people have a Twitter account. Obviously, you look at these statistics and you come to the understanding that that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people using these applications and websites that have totally changed the way they live their lives. Which brings me back to the point. Parker basically insinuates that they never intended Facebook to get as out of hand as it has.
Even though they were literally trying to design Facebook so that it could use up as much of our time as possible.
So what we have now is not just Facebook, but all types of social media ruling the lives of a vast percentage of the population. As time has gone on, more and more light has been shed on the issues of social media and how these affect us as people and as a society. The first one is obvious.
It's obvious.
It is so obvious. We have always known that the media has played a massive problem in not just young girls' lives, but also grown men and women's lives and their understanding and perception of their own body image. When social media came along, it was more than willing to take on some of these issues itself. Social media is having a massive effect on so many people's perception of their body image because anyone can post to these apps when they're looking their best, and also anyone can edit these photos. A study produced in the journal Body Image found that women had a lot more concerns about their appearance just after they had finished a browsing session on Facebook. Another study found that adolescent girls were feeling a lot worse about themselves when they were exposed to photos of their friends on Facebook with elevated appearances. See, that's why I don't follow Tammy Hembrow on Insta.
Okay.
The second reason why social media use is so problematic is because it is taking away so much of our productivity. We could be off doing things with our life, you know, productive things, but instead we are fixated on a screen. We could be out calling friends, having lunch with each other, having coffees and catch-ups, but instead we're mindlessly scrolling away. Parker stated that one of the best ways to keep people hooked on Facebook was to have it set out like a slot machine. We're constantly addicted to this pull to refresh motion, as if every time we're going to pull it down, something exciting is going to appear. It's like we're going to see something really interesting. We're tied to that action, and it's like it's taking preference over so many things that should matter. Imagine finally finding the courage after 9 or 10 years to give up smoking, only to go down to your local pub and find that most of your friends
Are smoking, and they're out in the smokers section.
You've just spent all of this effort in curbing your addiction, but it's cut you off from your friends. This is the bitter irony of social media. It replaces real, genuine, face-to-face connections in turn so that we can feel a lot more easily connected to each other, just so that we can actually cut ourselves off from genuine social interactions. So why is social media so addicting? Well, The proof
is in the pudding.
When you get a notification to say that someone has liked your post or photo, a buzz of dopamine hits us. When you get an audible notification to say that someone has messaged you, you feel loved and wanted.
Unless of course you're having a fight with someone.
When this dopamine hits us, it feels amazing and we want to do it again and again and again and again. That's why so many people are constantly chasing that feeling. They're returning to these apps so that they can post again and go through that process all over again. So it starts to become a habit. I can guarantee that so many of you watching this video, you commonly go to these apps or these websites when you're looking for something to fill time or you're waiting for something to load.
That's of course if you're on Australian internet.
You press on that Facebook or Twitter or Instagram icon, almost subconsciously. It's like they're used as a filler of time, but we're using them so much that they've got to be a lot more than that. It's like we're constantly searching for something, either likes or content, and we go on there to fill a void. I personally find this myself. I feel like a lot of the time that I'm going on social media, I'm actually going on there to see if there's going to be something interesting or entertaining. And some people are even looking into ways that they can make their posts better or their photos better,
so that they can pull in more likes. What are you doing?
Likes and comments are not only giving you a hit of dopamine, they're essentially also giving you social validation. So in a way, the more likes you get, the more you can be seen as approved by your peers. I can go on and on about so many of the reasons why social media is problematic, and I might leave that for another day. Do I think social media is a bad thing? Well, not at all, but I think it definitely has its faults. Do I think we should all get rid of it? Not necessarily, but I think we all need to consider cutting back on it, and at least once to consider the reasons why we are on it so much. Now, I know that there are a lot of people out there that use social media to keep in contact with people, but there are also a lot of people out there that
spend all their day just lurking on it.
Irregardless of which person you are, I feel as if social media is definitely drawing a wedge between so many of us. But there's less of a face-to-face factor there, and I think it's really taking a toll. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give it a big thumbs up. And also, if you feel like this video needs to be incorporated into a series, please let me know in the comments down below. And of course, please subscribe so that you can keep up to date with all of my content. Thank you.